Good afternoon everyone. So we're going to be looking at what it's like to live with the Accurist Grand Complication. This is one of the watches I've got in my current collection. Just doing this little limited series going through discussing what it's like living with various of my watches. So for this episode we're going to be looking at the Accurist Grand Complication. So the original cost of this is unknown really. I think it's probably about 100, 250 or something like that. You get a lot of watch for your money with that price. It's 42mm case diameter with 30mm thickness, and the movement inside is likely to be a very rare Citizen 6770. This watch is limited just 2,000 pieces. That's the significance of that is, I believe, because before this was made in 1999, 1998, they're going to release it in the year 2000, or just before. So they made 2,000 pieces for the year 2000. So what actually drew me initially to this watch years and years ago was the intriguing dials. I thought, well, this is something pretty unique going on here with all the little functions. And I was quite intrigued by the moon phase. Back then I was a little bit, I was not massively into watches. I was like, oh, what's that? And it's a bit sort of, it just drew my attention really. What actually happened was, this is probably one of the very first watches I had. Not this particular one, but I had this model and I sold it. I didn't really like it. But then after reading into the watches a bit more and starting to pursue my interest in the sort of watch industry, I figured I needed to get this watch back. I found it on eBay and reordered it. There was a lady selling it and it was a bit too complicated. That's what she put on the description. So I had to buy it. She put it up there for about £170 or something like that. I just had to get it back. And now you basically can't get these at all. They're so rare now to try and find these. But what made me fall back in love with it essentially is that backstory. So it's a watch that celebrates a partnership between Accurist and the Royal Observatory. This was done back in 1999. They wanted to come together and produce 2,000 watches essentially, to bring into the new millennium a flagship of what watchmaking can be done essentially. And I think they've definitely hit the button with that, especially with the price point you're paying for this. The rarity behind it as well has a significance to me. I like the complicatedness of it. I like having, when I first got the watch, when it was brand new, before I sold it, it was so difficult to set up, but I quite liked it. I quite liked having that challenge of setting the watch up. I like the lots of multifunction, just having those little dials show something different, each day. And quite frankly, it's an elegant timepiece that's a good piece of British history in my eyes. I'm a British person, so I feel like it would be my job really to just try and hold on to a bit of British history as much as I can. So what's it like actually living with this watch, with its sort of rarity and its functions? It's not one of my preferred daily wears, weirdly enough. Even though it's probably one of the most important watches I've got, it's probably one of the ones I wear the least. Probably because it's such a delicate watch. I won't wear it for football. I won't wear it for any activity. If I'm doing any sport or activities, if I'm going out of the day, or if I'm going to London dressing smart during the day, I'll wear it for something like that. Just because it's, I think it's mineral glass, I'm not too sure, across the top, but the waterproofness is low, and yeah, it's one of the things I didn't particularly like about the watch really. You could wear it any time that you wanted to, but you've just got to know that if you damage it, it's going to cost a lot to repair it probably. The function use, I do like to see the moon phase, like to see what it is on the day that I'm wearing it. This does convert into a chronograph as well. I'll sometimes use that if I'm wearing the watch, but because I'm on a day out, I probably won't use the chronograph that much. Just a little overview of the functions. You've got date and a day dial on the left. You've got the month and the leap year tracker on the middle one, and that also converts to a chronograph. You've also got 24-hour readout, moon phase, and seconds counter. And this is the chronograph working. As you can see, just use those buttons on the side there, and then reset. And then we can just reset this back. I'll see those go back round. There's no loom on this watch. I don't particularly mind. I don't wear it at night. I wouldn't want to damage it, or have it stolen, so I wouldn't wear it at night. Concerns about the watch, if you've got one or trying to buy one, one thing you've got to be I've got to know is don't wear it at all in water. Don't wear it in the bath or anything like that, because water got into this. It might have been because the crown was loose or something like that, but water got in. And because the battery is so low in charge, it just fused the battery. Luckily, it didn't fuse the whole complication inside. So I was very, very lucky not to damage it. And I don't want to go anywhere near water with it. So who's this watch for? It's for those that like the heritage. It's those people who like a bit of heritage, like a bit of complicatedness, like a busy dial. Owning a complication watch, but not bearing the big price tag. That's the biggest thing with this watch. Is it's a demonstration of what was possible in 1999 and at affordable price. What's not to like about that? And the fact you get a moon phase as well. It's one of the better moon phase watches in my opinion, and it's truly unique and it's not too pricey. So it's the ideal price if you want something that does a lot for a low price. So just in summary, I'm not going to go back and sort of review what I dislike and like about this watch. I'm just going to describe it in one statement. And that statement is, it's a true collector's gem. It's a true representation of, collector's gem, a true representation of what was possible in 1999 for watchmaking at a price that was affordable for everyone. That's how I would describe it in my sort of the best way possible, really, I think. So there we go, guys. That is the Accurist Grand Complication GMT 320W. Any other questions about this watch, I'll gladly try and answer them. If you want to try and buy one, I mean, good luck. I wish you good luck. And no, this one's not for sale. Well, unless you're going to offer me a big amount of money for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next video.